Our pace of living leaves us little time for leisure. Our program will give you a chance to experience the fascinating world of traveling, extreme adventures, hunting and fishing. Each week we will take you to the most beautiful places of Kazakhstan. Hunting originates from the dawn of the human history and has been changing with mankind. Early humans hunted to survive in the distant past to find food and protect their shelters from wild animals. According to some archaeological evidence, humans hunted for large mammals 2 million years ago. Numerous ancient cave and rock drawings prove that hunting was a common practice at the dawn of our history. Today, hunting is not a means to make ends meet anymore. It's man's favorite leisure activity. When the hunting season starts, a lot of people armed with hunting rifles head for game reserves away from cities, and we are not an exception. Today we head for the Almaty region to take part in collective hunting for pheasants. We decide to go on for a one-day tour at one of the weekends, so we have to start our journey very early in the morning. Our cars cover the distance of 150 kilometers in less than 2 hours, and by 7 a.m. we are at the hunting site. In the early freezing morning, pheasants are less active and may show up later than in the summertime. So we are not in a hurry. First, we need to prepare for the hunt. We need to leave a mark here. Is it easy to get lost? Yes, very easy. Hunting for pheasants is an interesting, exciting and extremely popular kind of hunting in Kazakhstan.
Слышите? Это фазан.
Can you hear it? It is a pheasant. But it's far from here. We'll try to find it with the dogs now. The pheasant is a very cautious bird and it's easily scared. In order to get the pheasant, one needs excellent hunting skills as it is a very careful bird. Usually the birds seek refuge in thick hills of canes and thorns.
Вообще охота на фазана очень увлекательное занятие.
Hunting for pheasants is very exciting. It is one of the most affordable kinds of hunting. When the hunting season is open, any hunter can just buy a license and tour and go to the countryside here. It's not far from the city. It just takes a couple of hours to travel here from the city to get to the hunting site on the territory of the game reserve. In addition, the pheasants inhabit vast territories of Kazakhstan, so local hunters have a wonderful opportunity to hunt for the beautiful game bird. For hunting for the pheasant, one usually needs a good dog of a pointing breed, as it may be very difficult to find the shot bird while hunting. We are accompanied by 2 German short-haired pointers, a wire-haired pointer and an Irish setter. As pheasants hardly ever get off the ground, they are difficult to hunt for. The breed of dog for hunting for this game bird should be resilient and tolerant to pain caused by thorns when looking for the game. It should be well behaved and well trained as well. Using a pointer breed such as a wire-haired pointer is justified. It is resilient to hard work and cold weather. This breed is protected from thorns and sharp stems of canes with hard coat of short hair, which is very important, as hunting may last for more than 1 hour and may take place not only in the summertime. the wire-haired pointer is good at searching the game in thick canes and can find the game even in a thick layer of snow, and that's where pheasants usually hide in the winter. Thick cane jungles are not an obstacle for this pointing breed. When hunting for the pheasant, the hunter and the dog should cooperate efficiently and understand one another. Only then hunting is likely to be successful. Go, 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 search. In this case, the role of the dog is difficult to overestimate, as it is the dog which tracks and chases the game. The hunter's job at the same time is to keep pace of following the dog, being ready to shoot the game bird at any time. Good boy.
Сегодня мы приехали пострелять фазана.
Today we have come here to hunt for pheasants. We have bought the license to shoot both the pheasant and the duck. So we can shoot flying ducks too. Here is one of them. We have seen the pheasants and we shot one. The dogs are doing their job well. We've made a good start of the day. Let's see what the rest of the day will be like. The dog is supposed not only to quickly fetch the game bird, but also track it quickly, because even being seriously wounded, the pheasant is capable of leaving the place where it is shot for quite far away, for inaccessible for the human places, and this is when we need the dog to get the game. Therefore, hunters need their indispensable friends, gun dogs, fast, initiative and full of energy.
Методика охоты на фазана довольно простая, особенно когда...
The method of hunting for the pheasant is quite simple, especially when using a dog of pointing breed. German short-haired and wire-haired pointers. Hunters should spread across the hunting territory and move, forming a kind of chain. Then they let dogs search the game. As soon as it is found, the scared game rises in the air and the hunter shoots it. Once you start the hunt, you have to go on, however hard the conditions are. This time the conditions are challenging for us, as half the hunting site is underwater. As you can see, the grass is covered with hoarfrost. It's quite cold here, and we have to walk through marshes. But our dogs do their job with ease. Having tracked the game, they lead us to the place through small marshes, thick bushes, and we have to follow them, keeping up with their pace.
Фазан предпочитает болотистую местность. Птица легкая.
Pheasants prefer marshes. They are light birds, and it must be very easy for them to move here. But for us it's a challenge to be here, so we had to put on Wellington boots, as we don't know what the level of water may be like in these marshes. Pheasants run fast, but having a well-trained and experienced hunting dog makes tracking the game bird easy. Young pheasants are easier for the dog to track, as they betray themselves, as they are more easily scared than older birds. Older pheasants run away when being chased by the hunting dog, and only rise in the air if there is no other way to escape from the dog. Interestingly, female pheasants always leave their nests with their chicks first, without emitting any noise. Males rise in the air with noise. That's it. Well done, good boy.
Как сезон наступает, так пошли все.
When the hunting season starts, we're here all weekends. It's better to train the hunting dog constantly and on a regular basis. It will chase the game in the way you trained it. This is a lot better for the dog than staying in an apartment and doing nothing. Hunting dogs should get used to hunting from an early age. When preparing for hunting for pheasants, one should remember that this bird may tolerate serious wounds. So the shots should be carefully chosen. When shooting the game bird, you should let it go only at the distance convenient for an accurate shot. The hunting for the pheasant gets more popular as the autumn comes, when their brood gets more mature and when male pheasant plumage gets a beautiful golden color. Hunter's behavior while hunting for the pheasant plays a great role too, as he may sometimes lose the sight of the dog working in thick canes. The hunter should decide when and where to send the dog for the search. You should also consider such factors as the number of other hunters around and the mood of the dog. Trying to escape, the pheasant rises vertically in the air and then flies over the ground. However, this happens very rarely. Usually, pheasants escape running as they rely on their strong legs. They run away to less accessible places, rambling and trying to confuse the dog. Female pheasants never try to mislead the dog from their nest with their brood and fly away first, leaving their chicks on their own. If the pheasant rises in an open space, it becomes an easy target for the hunter, as the bird flies quite slowly. Younger pheasants, when scared by the dog, often land in trees, making themselves visible for the hunter, and the latter may approach them at a close distance. On top of that, a barking dog detracts the attention of the game bird, and shooting them is extremely easy at this moment. The dog is also necessary to spot and fetch the game from the thick bushes.
Молодец, молодец, красотуля.
Well done, my good girl.
Ну вот наша охота близится уже почти к завершению.
Our hunt is coming to an end. It's about 4 p.m. now. We've covered a large territory in search of the pheasant.
Расследовали, обследовали.
The dogs have done a good job searching and scaring the game bird.
Собаки
In these thick canes, it would have been impossible to find the game without the dog. Our dogs didn't let us down.
искали птицу, поднимали.
During the day, they spotted the game and made it easier for us to see it. If planned well, with well-trained dogs, hunting for the pheasant turns to a pleasant leisure activity. During the day, we covered about 20 kilometers cross-country walking and hunting. It's been good exercise in the fresh air for us.
Ну вот, на сегодня наша охота и закончилась.
Well, that's all for today. Our hunt is over. We've had a lot of fun today. We shot 15 pheasants and now it's time to return home.